This video is about names. Specifically the names we give plants and animals. This might seem like an odd topic, but I'm a naturalist, and as a naturalist it's my job to know the names of all the plants and animals, so this is something I've spent a lot of time thinking about. I wonder if you think about names as much as I do. We use names all day long. We name objects, we name people, and so much more. Names are incredibly convenient because they are shorthand words that serve as vessels for many layers of thought and meaning. For example, the simple three-letter word dog can invoke entire worlds of memories, experiences, and feelings in your mind. The names we use are often plain and utilitarian, but they can also be beautiful and poetic. There are many names that I love to recall and roll around in my mind. I love the names we use for different plants and animals. For decades, I have filled entire notebooks with long lists of names of every plant or animal I see on a walk. And in my head, I continuously recite those names as I move through landscapes. For me, this continuous practice is both an act of devotion as well as the essential work of a naturalist. It might seem odd, then, that I have spent my life struggling with names and with the act of naming things. This is a complicated topic, but in the simplest terms, I feel deeply conflicted about the ways that names can easily become substitutes for true knowledge and inquiry. This is especially true when we fall into the shiny world of field guides, where each name becomes the destination. People want answers to their questions, and field guides provide perfect, easy answers in the form of a name and an identification. One of the greatest frustrations for naturalists is seeing people ask curious, engaged questions until you tell them the name of a plant or animal, at which point the curiosity stops and they move on to the next plant or animal. We tend to use names carelessly, without thinking, and that feels wrong to me. I want to feel alive and connected to my world of curiosity and knowledge, and if using a name takes away from that experience, then this is something I want to question. However, after decades of continuously practicing and writing down every name and feeling frustrated by this process, something really fascinating happened. This might sound kind of wooey, but after thousands of days of practice, my naming voice turned off. It felt like the names of the plants and animals had become embedded in the fibers of my being, so the names dropped away. What happened next is that I found myself walking along trails in a state of complete familiarity and connection without a single thought crossing my mind. It's hard to communicate how blissful and peaceful this experience has felt, and I realize it's only possible because of my deep and long apprenticeship in the world of naming. This has felt like the perfect, and I admit unexpected, continuation of my journey as a naturalist. These days I switch back and forth between the worlds of naming and not naming as needed. I can turn the naming voice on just as easily as I can turn it off and not miss it. This leaves me in a position where I can reflect on what this journey has taught me. Names are incredibly valuable tools of social connection and interaction. There is a tremendous pleasure in knowing and sharing our stories around names. They give us reference points when we talk to each other and learn together. Names also give us access to the long history of human curiosity. We can share the thoughts of ancient Greek philosophers or generations of scientists who have wondered about these same plants and animals. While I remain deeply cautious of the ways names shape or even limit our thinking, I also believe it is extremely important to learn the names of all the plants and animals. Knowing these is a way of acknowledging and honoring every unique species. Names anchor us in our world of knowledge and wonder, and that might be the greatest gift of all.